let's talk about the insecurity in the southeast, especially Anambra and Imo states. This has become kind of intractable. I'm talking about the activities of this unknown gunmen.
What can we do? Is this how we are going to just be watching these killings go on?
Well, I tell you what's happening in the southeast. The question you should have asked me is that what did I do during my time, 8 years in office, that you had absolute peace? What was different from Imo State of then and the Imo State of now? What's the difference? Tell me. It's handling. What is the difference? So, and you know, when I say you can't give what you don't have, people don't understand what I mean by that. There's somebody who can be in Imo State today and this will stop. Anytime something is happening in a state or a nation, local government or family, hold the leadership responsible, period. There's no other way to say that. And we know what I don't like about our leaders in this country is that when they are seeking for political power, be it a local government or state or federal government, and they will tell you, look, I will do this. The moment they step in 6 months after, they start blaming the system. If you don't know that you can solve it, why do you come? Because leadership means ability to solve any problem that comes your way in the place of governance. That's what leadership is all about. So take responsibility.
So are you saying we should hold Governor Hope Uzodinma responsible for
the escalation of violence in Imo State?
Wherever we see.
Senator, are you saying we should hold Governor Hope Uzodinma responsible since he has not been able to solve the problem?
I said hold the leadership responsible at whatever level they find themselves where insecurity exists, period. There's no way. Who are you going to hold responsible? Are you going to hold the voters responsible? One of your duties is protection of lives and property. You swear to it, you sign to it, you agree to it. You can't transfer the blame.
The governor has several times even accused
it's simple.
Of fueling insecurity.
But there was something now. If I'm accused and the governor is not able to check me, then he has failed. Assuming it is true. So there's no excuse for failure in governance. People in Nigeria must stop shifting blames. Take responsibility. The first thing I will do as we are president of this country is that I say I will take responsibility. And I will be in charge. Very important. Last time in my declaration for president, I said that, look, I want to be your captain. And people didn't understand. I said, I will take this aircraft. There may be turbulence, but no, I'll be in charge. You see, any leader that is not in charge is not qualified to be a leader. No matter what it is, take responsibility. And stop shifting blame. Until we stop shifting blame in this country, then we can't get it right. This is my understanding. And I'm speaking with passion how I feel. Because, you know, there's need for you guys to come one day and sit all your presidential aspirants down and tell them, how can you solve the problem of Nigeria? Not I will. How will you do that? I'm sure 90% will resign from this contest.
Senator, you spoke earlier about the creation of wealth as the bedrock of the economy that will drive Nigeria forward. You are a governor for 8 years and a senator for 4 years. Can you tell us what you did in Imo? Because 8 years of your stewardship in Imo, has it created just positional wealth or generational wealth? Because the level of insecurity in the East is also driven by the level of poverty in those areas, especially Imo State.
It's out of.
You are a governor for 8 years.
I can't hear you.
And you are talking about creation of wealth.
Okay,
the difference between creating wealth is the one for positional wealth and generational wealth. But so far, one of the things driving insecurity in Imo State is said to be the poverty parading the state. How do you explain that?
Now, let me tell you, you are not absolutely right when you say poverty, because the poverty level in Imo State is nothing compared to most parts of the country. It's not absolute. So communication is number one. And I give you an example. There's no difference between a nation, a state, and a family. It's the same. It's ability to manage. If you have a family, say of 8, as it is common in Nigeria or Africa, and you have only 10,000 naira to feed your 8 members of family, and you know it's not enough, what you do, and the wife has to go to market, and she's asking for 20,000, and you say, my wife, here is 10,000 naira, you must call your children and add a sweet word of 10,000 naira with love to show understanding. When you make your problem the people's problem, they sympathize with you. But when you are the Lord unto yourself, and you think that you are the final authority, there's no need for communication, you have problems. So it's not different. Communication is key in this country. There's a gap between the governed and the governed, and the people do not understand what government is doing. Who told you that people are irresponsible and unreasonable if you communicate them to understand? Who has communicated to Nigerians to understand? Nigerians are wonderful people. They understand. But communicate to them. So that's on one question. But asking me what I did, a whole lot. And I say to you, boisterously in the mood that I feel, to drive the point home, I've spoken this more than 50 times on television. What I have done in Imo State and my achievement is second to none since the creation of that state. And I even make boast to say, put together administrations of most of the governors, and most apart from Mbakwe. Today I speak, may so rest in peace. Because he governed Abia and Imo. Compare is not, I built more roads than all the government put together. I built more hospitals, more schools, more infrastructures. I changed the landscape of Owerri. I engaged the youth. Youth Must Work was my project. And all the youths were engaged. I engaged them that on Hijack by my youth brought in so many AK-47 back to me in exchange for a token of good words, and engaging them to work for the state. 25,000 youths get involved. Listen, if you don't get the youth involved with their energy, they must either dispense it positively or negatively. And what we are seeing is the negative dispense of energy by the youth of Nigeria. That's what is called criminality. So you must engage them. So I created so much wealth in Imo State. Land was 500,000 Owerri when I came to Imo State. Before I left, it rose to 80 million to 100 million. That was wealth. And I saw land as assets set aside for creation of further wealth. I mean, it's just the mentality of the people. Nobody even knows that this land will have is a lot of wealth. You go to some state capitals today, land is still 300,000, 1 million naira. Why? Because nobody has seen land as an asset. Imo became the fastest growing city in Owerri during my time. In addition, that there was a free education in Imo State for 8 years, and our jam prices were highest in the country. And we have so many structures, from cargo airport to international conference center to prison headquarters to police headquarters to the high court to even the free education alone was a major thing. And I left 8 point something billion naira behind without owing bank.